Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
This is the newly remodeled Norton Museum of Art in downtown West Palm Beach, where there is always something going on.
Well, it's incredibly cool to work at the Norton, especially since we are just about to celebrate our first anniversary, the first anniversary of our reopening after a $100 million transformation. There is a new sculpture garden, there's a new, what we call a living room, a great hall, new galleries, a new restaurant, new auditorium, and a lot of new art, and a lot more space to do bigger exhibitions. We happen to be here on a Friday night for our weekly Art After Dark program, which I describe as where entertainment and culture meet. It's an evening of art activities, art tours, music, film. Could be it changes week to week, dance troupes, and we promote the local arts. We promote groups, musicians, dancers, spoken word poets from around the area to come in here and be a part of our evenings. So it's never a dull moment. It's always exciting, and it's a joy to be able to introduce the community to great art, great exhibitions, and great artists from all the arts. Since we reopened, we now count about 8,200 works of art in the permanent collection. The Norton is considered to have one of the broadest collections in the Southeast. The Chihuly ceiling, it's called the Persian Sea Life ceiling, which came into the collection in 2003, is back on view. It had been in storage while we were under construction, and people just always look always ask about, where's the Chihuly ceiling? Where can I find the Chihuly ceiling? We have a new sculpture garden, so now there are these two pieces by a sculptor named Ron Danoni, and they've become like selfie central. We have a brand new piece by Klaus Oldenburg and Kuji van Bruggen, his wife, from 1999. It's a 19-foot tall typewriter eraser sculpture in the front of the new plaza of the museum. And that also, too, I think it's maybe even more popular as a selfie destination, but it also signals that there is an art museum right downtown. So there's all kinds of things. You know, we have Jackson Pollock, we have Monet, we have Gauguin, Picasso. You don't have to go to New York to see these great works of art by these great artists. It's right in your backyard here in West Palm Beach. So one of the things that the Norton has been trying to do over the years is broaden its audience, especially young audience, because that's your future. And we do this through a variety of ways. One of them is a high school advisory group called TASK, which stands for Teen Advisory Squad. And every year, 15 students are chosen to be on this committee, which helps us plan activities for high school and college kids. We also have a college night once or twice a year during Art After Dark, and the area college students plan it, and they take over the museum.
This section of the Norton has artwork on display solely made by middle and high school students. They also have a teen group called TASK. Let's go find out about them.
The group's name is called TASK. It stands for Teen Advisory Squad. It's all high schoolers, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Most of us are from different high schools like Dreyfus. I'm from Lake Worth. Some of us are from private schools. Some of us are homeschooled actually. And basically we come together as a group. We brainstorm ideas, we jot down information that we like, maybe we come up with stuff for future events.
We also have an after-school outreach program that serves at least 600 to 1,000 kids a year at 7 different locations around the county to underserved neighborhoods. We provide the artists, we provide free art supplies and give them art projects to do, and often that art ends up in the second floor student gallery. It's the Marden Community Gallery, and that is strictly reserved for student artwork, so the students feel empowered and enriched by having their artwork shown in a major art museum. We have the great fortune that in 1941, a retired industrialist named Ralph Norton and his wife Elizabeth, who had been collecting art since the 1920s, decided that this was where they were going to leave their art collection. They were going to build a museum, and for posterity and for the future future generations, they were going to leave an art collection that consisted of Chinese jade and bronze, Impressionist paintings, Brancusi sculptures, and on and on. That they were going to leave this to the West Palm Beach community. They wanted the local residents and beyond to share the beauty and the enrichment in their lives that they felt by having this art. I know people know that there's an art museum in town. I just think they need to visit to understand the quality and the depth and breadth of the collection that's here.
I really like kind of the sculpture areas as well as the sculpture garden. There's a lot of prominent artists there that I really not even just connect with, but I really thoroughly enjoy.
I really love the typewriter eraser that's at the front of the museum because I think it just like catches your attention a lot, and since it's so big, and I think it's a cool way to show what art is to new people.
The Norton has a really good mix of a little bit of everything, and I think that's really cool.